series of today, already a game number 3. A lot at stake here.
Yes, sir.
The streak of the remaining undefeated team, FNATIC ONIC, going up against AURORA, and whoever wins this series will secure the top seed as of week 3.
They'll be working towards it, and I think a lot of people too. We talked about it coming into this. Can that FNATIC ONIC continue that streak that they have? Brusco just going to do the things that he wants to do, trying to force out Demon Kite to do something, even use the Retribution. Not going to happen, though. So going back to the draft, though, I got to say, I'm not favoring RORA's draft here. I just feel like unless they get some kind of snowball going early on, they're going to have some trouble, man. Edward, we saw this preview when he was playing the Phobius. Like, he has to be that guy that's always in the front, making things happen. Renegade can get an unstoppable force off, toss someone over his shoulders, but, you know, once that's gone, it's kind of tough to deal with.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they're able to make that happen.
I do agree. I actually remember Leo saying that he talked to a lot of coaches, and the beauty of the Jawhead is, of course, aiding your snowball. But the problem is, if Jawhead is the one getting pinned down, it's not going to be a good look for the team that has it. But Brusco, on the other hand.
Brusco has a plan, and it's to get Demon Kite. Demon Kite tries to get away, won't be able to. A Super Prince will pick up a kill, but Renegade gets the revenge.
Ooh. That was a good answer coming in from Super Prince. And as much as possible, you'd want to get the kill onto Demon Kite as early as possible to prevent their initial plan, like Renmar said, to aid their snowball, to really get the snowball up against FNATIC ONIC. And so far, not a good start here for AURORA. But we'll see. Whoever gets the first turtle, we've seen, keeps winning. Because game number 2, it was FNATIC. Actually, they secured 3 turtles.
They secured all 3. I was going to say, they got everything last game. I mean, that was probably the cleanest game that we've seen in a while. Very one-sided, and now this time around, AURORA, they don't want to get reverse swept here. Kirk going to keep UA at bay, and it looks like possibly they go because Renegade doesn't have the level 4. So King Kong's there. They'll go ahead and get this first turtle. Not sure if they can get anything else after that. Renegade still waiting here as Kirk trying to put down the pressure on Renegade.
Oh. Brusco actually casted, but look at this. A Final Slash coming in from AURORA.
Final Slash already going to be used. There's the Tempest Blades. Also, Edward will punish Brusco. I'm not sure what he had planned with that implosion, but that wasn't it.
I think he forgot that he casted the Flicker early on to get the kill onto Demon Kite for the first blood. Sometimes it really happens, you know. You forget, but look at this. King Kong, the thief of the jungle.
King Kong and Demon Kite is such a good matchup, too. Yeah. I love to see it in how they play the jungle. Even from game 1, we saw a lot of close retry battles happen. And this time around, you can see this top side. Brusco's going to have his implosion taken, ejected over right into UA, but unfortunately not enough damage to follow through.
Lacks damage. Demon Kite wasn't ready for that skirmish. But right now, FNATIC ONIC, this is the beauty of having Brusco with a very tanky hero. He can afford to overextend, he can afford to bait out those ultimates coming in from AURORA, but still manage to get away scratch-free.
This is crazy, man. Look at the level gap between the junglers as we were just talking about them. You know, like
it's 3.
King Kong has 3 levels on Demon Kite, and this is the Nolan versus the Ling matchup that we have seen in the past, and honestly, if Nolan scales up way faster than the Ling, it gets kind of scary because then he's just bursting down the back line here. And that could be troublesome because, you know, we see the matchup so often, the Moscow versus the Harith, that's popped up a lot of times. So you got to be able to control, especially jungle, the jungle matchup here.
Oh.
Renegade throwing up Brusco. There's the implosion. They follow up with the Eternal Guard. Going to be able to pick up one. Demon Kite now 2, forced back. And that might be enough for FNATIC ONIC to just go ahead and take this turtle.
Okay, so option 1 for AURORA's has to be crossed out, which is to get the early snowball here from Demon Kite. But the invade coming in from FNATIC ONIC once again, he's going to get that orange buff. Oh.
I think Kirk's fine. Yeah, he's Demon Kite did get the buff, though.
Yeah,
he was able to get it. And that's the thing. This constant pressure on Demon Kite.
Okay, so right now King Kong did not expend his Retribution. We'll see if AURORA will still contest for the second turtle. But right now it looks like Renegade has to use the Flicker.
The toss-up! A great toss-up, but King Kong's still going to get away. Had to use the Fracture, and instead, it's Renegade that gets taken out. And it's too bad as well as that Spirit Destruction will not find the mark.
Couple of pixels off. That could be the game changer Aurora was waiting for. FNATIC ONIC really anticipated that potential Spear of Destruction, but right now they are in full control with a 2.4k gold lead and the second turtle in their names.
There it is, next objective locked in. Some key items being picked up here. I just think Demon Kite's a little bit late, obviously. Again, even with the items that he needs, that's just now with Berserker's Fury. Kelra picking up the Starlium Scythe. And so it gives them a little bit more of that advantage working against Domeng here.
Oh.
Look at this.
Brusko really being a thorn in the neck of Demon Kite, providing vision. But look at this FNATIC ONIC. Once someone shows up in the middle lane, they can burst down Yue or Edward. But Aurora actually knows this as well. And looking at the lineup of Aurora, if you're FNATIC ONIC, you don't want this game to go to the late game. Again, this is a Ling and a Moskov that made Aurora win game number 1. I think it took 18 minutes long. So if you're FNATIC ONIC, you have a natural timer that you have to end this game early.
Yeah, you do. And at this point, I don't know if that's going to be a possibility for Aurora because they're playing from behind, especially in the jungle. Like I was talking about, Demon Kite is at this point just trying to get whatever he can, you know, because when your buffs are being continuously pressured, they're taken from you, then what do, especially on a Ling here? And that's what he's going to do. He's going to sit in these side lanes, trying to put the pressure at least on something, get the gold and experience that he needs, because right now, he cannot go toe-to-toe with King Kong.
Whoa.
Look at this, locked in on turrets.
Kelra holds the highest damage record in MPL history with 3.3 million total damage. So a while ago, it was Edward, total damage received, but look at this from Renegade.
Little toss-up once again. There's the implosion in between the turrets. But Brusko won't be able to escape that. Conceal play going to be dropped down. Tier 1 though. Renegade could be in trouble now as he's forced back a little bit further. But it's just too much pressure from the lineup from FNATIC ONIC Philippines. And Demon Kite can only just watch.
Well, Demon Kite wants to go right after that cart. He wants to save the middle lane turret, but Kelra again, the gold standard. He may not have gotten the kill, but he was the initial burst that FNATIC ONIC needed to bring down Renegade. Still a heads-up play from Renegade as they take down 1. But again, the problem persists here for Aurora. What can they do? How can they get resources? Because so far, FNATIC's all over the map.
Yeah, they're just, honestly, they're just choking out everything from Aurora. How many times have we seen that combination? Hang on, the alley-oop basically from Renegade, you know, into Yue, who takes the implosion from Brusko. But then they just get punished every single time from FNATIC ONIC Philippines. They haven't had an answer yet.
Oh, Brusko. He has the he doesn't have the flicker here, but they have the vision, they have the high ground. FNATIC ONIC clinging onto a 5.9k gold lead, and looking at the items, it's a clear landslide advantage here for FNATIC, and even the levels coming in from the two junglers, 13 for King Kong and Demon Kite with 10. So in terms of contesting for the First Lord, Aurora's really gonna have a hard time here. Kirk with a conceal.
Again, Renegade just tossing him up. Zaman Force dropped onto the turret into the Eternal Guard. Renegade will be taken down so easily by FNATIC ONIC Philippines, and again, it just looks like they're in a situation where they're not sure what they should do or where they can win. Demon Kite will lose the 1 versus 1 against a scaled-up King Kong.
Look at King Kong's map presence. He knows that Demon Kite will try to go for the split pushes. That's why he's not going with the Super Family. He says he has a mission, which is to track down Demon Kite, and now the minions onto the middle lane. Pushing in, but Aurora will still be able to defend this potential attack. Kirk!
There's the toss up into the base. At least able to pick up 1 here for Aurora. They take out Kirk. But again, that final slash, that ejector is only going to work so many times. Is it enough, though, for Aurora to get back into the game?
I think that's a better combination for me, the final slash to ejector. Because as much as possible, you want Yue's implosion to be the counter, to be the second punch. To be the second knockout after casting those 2 skills, but on the other hand, King Kong once again!
Oh my goodness! The burst damage is too much! And still staying here for the buff. That's my buff, says King Kong.
3-0-3 so far. And if you're gonna recall the rankings of the jungles, where would you rank King Kong this time? Because he deserves to be at least top 3. They're currently top 1 in the standings. It was Kyle TZ, Carl TZ, then Irad. I think you need to throw in King Kong there.
King Kong's definitely close. I think it, you know, as this Lord is secured here very easily, massive lead. King Kong has showed ever since he came into the professional league that, you know, he meant business and he could hang with some of the best. I remember in his rookie season, a lot of us were impressed by the way that he managed the jungle, especially up against some of the best junglers in the league. And so right now, he's just walking all over Demon Kite. And I'm a big fan. I'm very vocal. I'm a big fan of Demon Kite ever since back in RSG, but now he's just completely been shut down in this game. And Aurora on the defense now.
Okay, now King Kong picks up C Halberd here as the Lord marches in the middle lane. So far, minion wave management for FNATIC ONIC is on point. Now the crucial part here for Aurora is to make sure Doming doesn't get pinned down, as well as Demon Kite, because they really need Doming here for the defense. Lord marching in the middle lane here. Who's going to initiate first? Will it be FNATIC?
Oh,
will it be Aurora?
There's Brusco going in under the turret, and now on the backside, Renegade cut off from the team. The base turret finally going to go down, and Edward trying to escape it, but it's just way too much damage from Kelra. And still working for it. Kirk on the front of the side. Demon Kite, is he going to jump in here on the backside?